Concerned about pleasing the creation of the creator is wild. Another thing too, did you know that who you please is who you serve? Stay tuned as we talk about people pleasing. All right, welcome back to another episode of Claire Hair. I am interrupting the analysis Spiritual Sundays because this was on my spirit very, very heavy. How many people are members of the Army, Navy, Beehive, Icon, Blinks, Barbs? These are all forms of worship, okay? And I need for y'all to know that inherently we're built to worship. Like, I know I have a degree in the sciences, I have a degree in psychology for the people who've been rocking with me for a little bit, but we're designed to worship. It's in our DNA. So Psalm 63 verse 4, so I will bless those and I will lift my hands up. And the reason why I'm stating this verse is the fact that we have a weird way of wanting to please others but not God. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody just like, well, if I don't do this thing right, this person's gonna get mad at you. But you're not mad about being in disobedience. You don't care about that. Like, I'm speaking to myself first as well, because as a former ex-people pleaser, I need you to know I was in the trenches. I was giving out money because I was like, oh, I'm a good person. I'm giving out money and this and other. You need to understand inherently we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do when we have nothing to worship. And DNA-wise, think about it. As soon as you get involved, as soon as you find a topic that you like, you delve deep into it. Worship does not always look like what you think it looks like. It's not. It's defending a celebrity. It's saying happy birthday to them. It's not doing something because this celebrity is saying no. Who does that sound like? I need y'all to get y'all some HS. It's this new drug called the Holy Spirit. Get you some, but it requires obedience and sacrifice. Get you some. But it always blows my mind how people think that because nothing is new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. All right, nothing is new under the sun. Anything you think that, well, this is a new thought, it's not. Sorry, you did not just think of this on your own. Okay, it's never a new thought. Nothing has changed over time. Just as God, the more things change, the more they have stayed the same. And how many times you've seen a crazed fan do something in the name of what that sound like? Like, literally having the Holy Spirit with you. I have solved things. Now that I recommitted, I have solved things that has taken people years in seconds. I can't tell you how many times I'll assess a person and their spirit will tell on them each time, or their life will testify against what they're saying. And what that means is that you can inherently say, oh, I live a good life, I love my life, and then you're tearing people down. You don't. Okay? I will sit there and tell somebody something and be like, hey, like, I don't really know if you should trust this person with your inherent secrets. Just be careful. This person is, I'm coming from. And then they'll come to me 4 or 5 years later. Hey, Claire, remember what you said during the panoramic? That came to be true. I was like, I'm not the person you need to be apologizing to. Apologize to you, the creator first, and then apologize to yourself. Okay? They literally had a show, which I would never watch that level of, no judgment. They had a show called Hive or something, some show that was referencing the Beehive that supports Beyonce. And it was basically showing how this one woman was possessed because she was so adamant about pleasing and worshiping this idol, and yet y'all were just like, oh my goodness, Chloe Bailey, I'm so sorry, okay, I'm not tapped in. Chloe Bailey did this. I was like, I didn't watch it, but from the gist of the show, from what I read on Wikipedia, you're missing the point. This is a documentary. This is not fiction. People literally will go far. It's a form of worship to go to that level to defend somebody. So we're going to go to the next one. And the next one is Deuteronomy 5, verse 16. Honor that mother. I even can't speak. Honor thy mother, and thy father. Doesn't say worship them. My thing is, I'm calling out the people, especially the Caribbean. Like I'm Haitian, as y'all can see. I don't know what that means. People see me and they say I have a Haitian face, or I don't have a Haitian face. I don't know what that means. I don't care. Anyways, in a Caribbean household, your parents are God. I know, as blasphemous as I said that, I need to say it to you so you can understand that any Haitian household, the parents have centered themselves as a deity. How many times you sat there and you try to do something for yourself? I know you can hear me. How many times you sat there and you're trying to do something for yourself and your parents are like, well, how would that make me feel? How would you be disrespecting me in that manner? You have to be careful with centering your parents. I truly feel like I was not free to be what my calling is until I decentered my parents. I do not care what they say about me. I do not care if they approve or they disapprove. I'm not trying to please you. Who you please is who you serve. I'm going to keep saying that. Who you please is who you serve. So when you sit there and say, oh, I love the Lord, but my parents told me not to leave that town, you know God told you to leave that town. You know he told you to pursue that degree. You know he told you to start a YouTube. And I'm so serious. I'm a firm auntie. I'm not a mean one. Okay? But it breaks my heart when I sit there and I see parents sit there, these parents, especially from the Caribbean, sit there and mix their prejudice, sit there and mix their jugement into the cake batter about what you should and you shouldn't be doing, and then be like, oh, well, the Lord told me. He did not tell you that. Anything the Lord tells anybody else is secondhand news. I have yet for somebody to sit there and tell me anything. I've heard the good news. I haven't heard new news. Not when I'm talking to him 3 times a day. He's not going to keep that from his daughter. Whatever somebody comes up to you, whatever parents comes up to you, this is from a Caribbean edition. If your parent comes up to you and say, oh, the Lord told you what? Not my bestie. We talk 3 times a day. He tells me everything. And if he doesn't tell me, it's because it's not safe. Not yet. So when you sit there and you have a Caribbean parent mix their prejudice, there is a time where I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there is a prejudice in the Haitian community about locks. Oh, this person, they did a crime, of course, because they have locks. There's plenty of people who committed a crime with a little boy, number 5. I have 2 brothers, a fade. There's plenty of them committing crimes with that. And Samson had locks. Was Samson not holy? Was he not taking out the Philistines? Was he not? Was it the braids? It wasn't. Was not indeed inherently the braids. It was never the braids. So if you sit there and have them be like, oh, well, the Lord doesn't want us to grow our hair out. What Bible verse? This is why you need to read the Bible for yourself. I am reading the Bible for myself. We are in the book of Jeremiah. Oh, he was going through it. Okay, I need y'all to go read Jeremiah and get some respect for Jeremiah. All right. Lord will be like, okay, Jeremiah, go tell the people. Jeremiah's like, well, I guess to jail I go. Hopefully, that's just what they're doing today. No, the prophet Jeremiah, oh, I'm on that book heavy. We're making our way through. I started with Genesis, we're making our way through. Okay? But I want to free so many people from their parents. Like, it shouldn't be, it's going to be a little dark. It shouldn't be on your parents' last day that you live your first. It shouldn't be. You're free. And this is a little secret about being a parent. I don't have any kids, but your parents owe you everything. They sat there and said, my life sure could use this person. You don't owe them anything. Now, they treat you correctly to where you want to do things for them, yes, but you owe them nothing. I'm here to unwire your brain. That I feel like I asked God, I was like, what is your purpose for me here? I know it's to look cute, but What is your real purpose? He's here to help you guys get unbrainwashed. Because who you serve is who you what. All right, the next point is going to be people pleasing. So as an ex-people pleaser, I had it bad. You can't be people pleasing worse than me. I was an all-time champion, okay? Let me tell you an example. I literally had a former friend. I gave them $2,000. I'm going to give you some transparency. I gave her $2,000. Not all at once. I had to literally look on a Cash App transactions. Yes, the Lord bless me. I don't know where that $2,000 came from, but I'll give her $2,000, $200 at a time. And that's just a side tangent. Be careful who you help, because sometimes God will be like, I'm trying to teach my student a lesson. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you busy work. You don't want him to give you busy work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. But I'll give her $200 at a time. I told her no one time. We haven't been friends since. That was 7 years ago. Right before the panoramic. Right before then. Never heard from her to this day. Okay. Now, granted, I did block her, but never heard from her to this day. You have to understand, with people pleasing, you ever notice that they're always relaxed? The person who's making you people please, they're always relaxed. I remember I used to get bubbly guts. I used to get rumblies in my tumblies. Okay, I have nieces and nephews. I gotta forget some of the talk. Some of the vernacular is a little limited, but I used to literally get rumblies in my tumblies. I used to get anxious, and you need to understand, when it comes to people pleasing, you ever notice they want more? You ever notice they want more? You wanna know why they want more? Because humans, we are inherently incapable of dealing with worship. Why do you think so many people love bomb you and it throws you off? There's so many people who have, unfortunately, and it's for both genders, entered into DV relationships under the guise of love bombing. You ever notice that it's like they enter through gaslighting and everything? You know what I'm coming from? And I apologize if that triggered anybody. I know the climate right now. I'll use a different word. Love blasting, okay? But you ever notice that? They want more. I use Rihanna on my TikTok as an example of, I sat there and begged her. I remember every interview, she's like, I have a lipstick I'm putting out. I have this I'm putting out. And y'all sit there and say, when are you having kids? When are you having kids? When are you having kids? She proceeds to go and have kids. And then y'all bully her for her weight. You ever notice that when you people please, they want more? Humans are incapable of it. I literally made, what was it? I think I made, I took my niece for some ice cream the other week. I always have my niece, y'all. I took my niece for some ice cream the other week. We had a whole bowl. I had give her her own bowl of ice cream. She was finished. She said, I want more. And I said, no, that is enough for today. We'll see you when I'll see you when I keep you again. And we'll have it then. And you're going to have the same size. You're not going to have bigger than what you gave in. You see how that happened? Kids don't know any better, because I know if she sat there and ate back-to-back ice cream, her tummy wouldn't feel good. Humans, like, we don't know what to do with it, because her brain is saying, oh, I want more. I want the high that sugar gives me. But then the repercussions for it. Why do you think these celebrities, as soon as they get popular, they start spiraling? They started off as really humble. Hey guys, don't take no pictures. And then all of a sudden they inherently spiral out. Now, from what they've been introduced from the industry, I can't speak on that because I don't feel like I have the platform or the research, empirical data to prove it. It's all philosophical, okay? But you need to understand why that happens, because humans, we don't know how to hold it. We don't know what to do with praise. Okay? I also have it on here too. It's just that even if you don't believe, even if you somehow caught this video from my other video going viral on TikTok, I want you to stop people pleasing for yourself. I need you to do it for yourself. I don't care what will inspire you to stop. I need for you to do it for yourself. At least do it for, if your name is, I don't know, Cinderella, do it for Cinderella. If your name is Damien, do it for Damien. Sailor Moon reference. But if you're going to do it, at least do it for yourself. Even if you're just like, oh, I don't believe God's not real. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. People please yourself. At least that. At least start with that. Okay? Anyways. In conclusion, Revelations 2 verse 5, admitting where you have repented at, like repenting where you have fallen at. Just mind that verse there. And the reason why I say that is that I don't want you to take away from this video. And when I say people please yourself, I'm not saying make yourself an idol. I'm talking about at least love yourself, because I know you're going to twist these words. You need to give yourself some HS for discernment. Check my Bible verses too. I don't want y'all to misconstrue conscientiousness with people pleasing, because I'm quick to apologize, I'm quick to forgive, I'm quick to forget. Within reason, forget, okay? Because sometimes you need to remember so you cannot make the same mistake again. But I need for you to know that there's a difference between you come in and you're being rude and somebody's saying something you don't like and you're just like, oh my goodness, forget that person, and you're just being rude, you're on your phone, you're talking loud, you're cutting grass randomly, okay? There's a difference between that. But when you sit there and say that, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's going that right. I just need 4 more minutes. There's a difference between you being rude and you not people pleasing. For example, rude is you're on your phone and you're on speakerphone and you're in a loud place. That's rude. People pleasing is you changing your content or you changing your outfit based on how someone else feels, because you're just like, oh well, you didn't like you basically serving this person. Oh well, this person woke up late, they need my help. That's people pleasing. Did you fix yourself today? Did you floss? Did you get your chapter in this morning? That's people pleasing. People pleasing is when you serve this other person. Being conscious, being very the grass cutter went away. Oh, I told you, God can hear you. Anyways, but like you need to understand the difference. And I don't want it to get misconstrued, because people feel like, okay, well, Claire said don't people please, don't boy, I'm not gonna give anybody an apology. I was like, there's a big difference between having a high emotional IQ to be able to inherently stop these interactions that are negative versus you coming in and you're just like, okay, well, this person said I shouldn't post this because I'm not completely saved yet. I don't care. Once you get to the point where you only want to serve him, you have this level, there's a freedom. If I could float, I would float right now. I feel like I'm walking on air. I feel like I'm weightless because I don't care what these people have to do for me. And this is another thing too. I'm going to end on this part. Has people pleasing changed anything? Has it changed anything? Like, have you ever sat there and said, you know what? Because I people please in that situation, everything turned out good. Yeah, for them, not for you. And my thing too is just that when you people please another person, you're turning them into an idol. Like, I feel like, yes, the other commandments on there are very important. You know, you can't be taking people out, you can't be taking people's wives or husbands. All right. But the idolatry, like, I think he undersold that one. That one should have been its own separate tablet, because when I look back at it before I was recommitted, enough. Anyways, I told you he gave us dominion over the animals. But when I look back and I see how much I people please, I was like, if I'm serving you, I don't have any time for him. If I'm sitting there and I'm coming through and I'm coming through and I'm just like, okay, I wonder what this person will think. Where do I have time for him? Like, honestly, I'm going to give you a little secret. If you truly reading your word 3 times a day, all right, a chapter in the morning when you first wake up, a chapter at lunchtime, and a chapter after work, and then taking whatever verse you learn or whatever from that, you don't have any time. You don't have any time. You really, really don't, to think about what other people are thinking about you. You don't. I promise you. There's some days where I'm just like, oh my goodness, like my Sunday's already full. And not with events. Like, I'm not going to have any time for anything else because I'm serving him 3 times a day. Okay? But I felt it. Like, I woke up and I was like, I was about to finish the analysis for King Saul and David, which I need to be watching. But the people pleasing one, he was like, oh, you gotta talk about this one. The people need to know to stop pleasing each other. How you gonna please the creation and not the creator? That's what really snatched my edges up. I was like, oh, like that to me, that was a snatch moment. Like, I literally got my edges snatched from that. He said, how are you going to please? Why are you so stressed about pleasing the creations and not me? I created them. Like, sit with that for a minute before the next time you people please. But don't subscribe, share. It's Claire here.